Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Oh, we should change the name. Oh.
Rohan, can you hear us?
Yeah, but my audio's not working.
Your audio
Oh,
or your
now it is.
video?
Down in the corner.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Cool.
Be my name first. Not necessarily.
Oh, thank you. I wouldn't have known that you were Saya and Surrey unless you updated the names. You guys are so funny. Okay, so we're gonna start by warming up, and then we're gonna do some emotion work. And then were any of you able to print out those monologues?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
But I just
Do we just choose one and then we
these.
have
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it right here.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, so we'll work on those too, because I thought those are a great way for you to work individually on your acting. So, okay, so let's all stand up so we can warm up. All right. So we're going to start off with our shakeout. So remember, we start with our arms up in the air. We count to 8 on all 4 limbs, and then 4, then 2, then 1, and then all of our appendages at once. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Wah! Very good. Okay, now we're gonna do our rubber chicken. So remember that from last week, and we've done it before in class. So we start with our fingers up in the air, and we're gonna let each body part drop individually. So we'll start with our fingers, and then our wrists, then our upper arms, then our shoulders, then our shoulders forward, then our head, then our waist, then our knees, and then we just flop down here like a rubber chicken. And you can back if you want to. And then we'll slowly come back up. So we'll do our knees first, and then our hips, and then our head, and then our shoulders, and then our elbows, and then our arms, and then our wrists, and then our fingers. Ooh, very good. Okay. So now we're gonna work on warming up our mouth and our voices, okay? So we're gonna do the chewing gum from last week. So we're gonna take an imaginary piece of chewing gum, we're gonna unwrap it, put it in our mouth, and chew. Get all the flavor out of the imaginary gum. And maybe don't swallow it, sorry. And we're gonna take another piece of gum and throw away the wrapper. I'm now letting my gum in my mouth. It's favorite to talk. We're still doing our gum. But I feel like just 2 pieces of gum is not enough, so I need a third. So I need a third piece of gum and unwrap it. And when you feel like you're ready, you can start trying to blow a bubble with your giant imaginary gum. Oh, I got all over my face. Ugh. I'm gonna throw away that gum now. Okay, very good. So we got our mouths all warmed up. So now we're going to do some tongue twisters. So we're going to start with the same one that we started with last week, which gets at our articulators. Do we remember what those are? Say it, and sorry, can you tell me?
They're like in your mouth. They're like your tongue and your lips.
Yep. Okay. So it goes like this: the lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. So repeat after me. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue.
The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue.
Good. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue.
The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue.
Good. A little faster. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue.
The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue.
The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue.
The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue.
The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue.
The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue.
I can't say it.
Good. You'll work on it, okay, Rohan, because I think you can do it. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is one we've done before. It's just red leather, yellow leather.
Red, yellow,
Red leather, yellow leather.
Yeah, so I'll say it and you can repeat after me. Okay, red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Good. Red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Good. Red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Good. And then we flip it around the fourth time and we say yellow leather, red.
Yellow leather, red.
Good. So we're going to do it all together. So red leather, yellow leather 3 times and then flip it around. Okay, you ready? We're going to say it all together. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Yellow leather, red.
Leather, red.
Good. Okay, let's do it again all together. Ready? Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Yellow leather, red. Good. Can you feel like your tongue kind of getting tangled inside of your mouth when you say it? A little bit. I can feel my tongue getting tangled. So we want to try to use our articulators as much as possible. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, so repeat after me. Fred fed Ted bread.
Fred, wait, can you repeat it?
Fred fed Ted bread.
Yeah. Fred fed Ted bread.
Fred fed Ted bread.
Okay, and then Ted fed Fred bread.
Ted fed
Fred bread.
Good. Okay, and if this helps you, I don't know if it does, but my dad's name is Fred. So I just imagine someone named Ted feeding him bread, and then I imagine him feeding someone named Ted some bread. Does that sound good? Or we could change it because I also have an Uncle Ed, so it could be Fred fed Ed bread, and then Ed fed Fred bread. No? You guys don't think I'm funny? Okay. Okay, so let's do that again. So Fred fed Ted bread.
Fred fed Ted bread.
Okay, Ted fed Fred bread.
Ted fed Fred bread.
Good. Fred fed Ted bread. Ted fed Fred bread.
Ted
Fred fed Ted bread. Ted fed bread.
I just hear bread. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, let's do another one. This one might be a little bit easier. Okay. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop.
Saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop.
Good. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop.
I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop.
I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop.
I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop.
So again, right, the faster we get, we still want to be able to say our words as clearly as possible, and it gets harder, right? So it helps if we practice saying them really slowly and then getting faster and faster. Okay, that was really good. Let's move on. So like I said, we were going to talk about emotions today, and what emotions have to do with acting. So can you tell me what are some different emotions that we as humans might feel?
Happy, sad, angry.
Yeah, those are good. Any others?
Depressed, tired,
Bored.
all excited.
Yeah, depressed, tired, bored. Those are all good. What about
Cheerful.
some, what'd you say, Rohan?
Cheerful.
Cheerful, yeah. Yeah, so I was gonna say, what about some more positive emotions? Like we might say like excited or surprised.
Confident.
Confident, ooh, that's a good one. And then we talked about some of the more negative ones like sad, bored, maybe like confused. How many of you have seen the movie Inside Out?
I haven't. I don't even know what is that movie.
It's a Disney movie. So, Saya and Suri, can you explain why I'm bringing up that movie for Rohan?
It's a girl named Riley who like moves, and there's these emotions inside her head named joyful, anger, fear, disgust, and sadness.
Sadness. Yeah, so it's a Pixar movie, and it's about a girl who has basically different characters in her head that represent 5 main emotions. But we know that there's more than that, and how emotions can sort of, combine and mix together to create other things. But I think that movie is a really great representation of emotions as characters. I think that's really fun. So when are some instances when we might feel each of these emotions? So when might we feel happy?
When we won a game, or like we won a match in soccer.
Yeah, when you win a game or a match in soccer. What are some other times we might feel happy? Yeah, Saya and Suri.
When I win something or do something great.
Mm-hmm.
When you go on vacation, you feel excited.
When you go on vacation, you might feel happy. Yeah, good. When might we feel surprised?
When it's your birthday and your mom gives you a surprise.
Oh, like when you get a surprise present?
Yeah.
Or a surprise party?
Yeah.
What else might be a surprise? Yeah, Saya and Suri, you guys can just talk since there's just 3 of us. Go ahead and say it.
When something happens that like you don't expect, like when you
like if Suri hid behind the couch and jumped out at you. Yeah. Would that be a surprise?
Yep.
Yeah, good. So we experience a lot of emotions throughout our daily lives, and I'm sure, being stuck at home the last several weeks, we've maybe been feeling different emotions too. Like, have any of you felt bored?
I kept myself entertained. I just kept myself entertained by playing board games all day or watching
Keep
TV.
yourself entertained. I mean, I will admit there have been times where I felt bored, right? Because there's just not as many things to do. And I think it's important as an actor to, recognize when you're feeling those emotions, because when you are, acting at a later time, you can tap into those and use those. So in the moment, it might feel really bad to be sad or to be bored or to be confused. But I think it's important as actors to recognize what those things feel like. so that you can use them for your acting later. So, okay, very good. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna work on showing emotion just using our bodies. So, so I'm gonna call out an emotion and I'll count down from 3. So I'll say 3, 2, 1, freeze. And I want each of you to freeze your body as if your body is experiencing that emotion, okay? So you wanna try to make it as big as possible for me so it's easy to see, okay? And I'll do it with you too. All right, so I want you to show me what your body looks like when it is happy. 3, 2, 1, freeze. Very good. Okay. Now I want you to show me what your body looks like when it's confused. Ready? 3, 2, 1, freeze.
I didn't hear what you said, or computer.
Oh, I said confused. Okay, very good. Now I want you to show me what your body looks like when you're afraid. Ready? 3, 2, 1, freeze. Ooh, good. Now I want you to show me what your body looks like when you are angry. Ready? 3, 2, 1, freeze. Ooh, good. Now I want you to show me what your body looks like when you are disgusted. Ready? 3, 2, 1, freeze. Good. And now I want you to show me what your body looks like when you are excited. 3, 2, 1, freeze. Ooh, very good, very good. All right, do you guys have any other suggestions for emotions that we could freeze as?
No.
No? What about you, Stan, Surrey? Anything?
No.
Anything we didn't cover? Okay. So, okay, so good. So, so we might think about when we're creating these different emotions with our bodies, which part of our body we're using to demonstrate that. So for example, like when we just said excited, I noticed a lot of us having our arms, you know, like up in the air, right? And like spread really wide. Versus if we said we were scared, right? Maybe our arms might be like tucked close into us. So thinking about how we use our different body parts to demonstrate each of these emotions. Does that make sense? So I want you to think about like, what are my feet doing when I'm happy? What are my knees doing when I'm sad? What are my hips doing when I'm confused? And some emotions might not, you know, fully make it into every single part of our body. But as actors, it's our job to communicate to an audience, you know, what our characters are feeling, right? So we want to be as big as we possibly can. Okay, so I'm going to have each of you choose an emotion, and you're going to freeze as that emotion, and the rest of us are going to guess what emotion you might be feeling. Does that make sense? So do you want me to go first? Okay, so I'll go first. Okay, ready? So I'll do 3, 2, 1, freeze.
Angry.
Angry. Annoyed.
Annoyed?
Yeah, those are good. Angry, I was going for angry, annoyed. I think that's good, right? So what made you think that? Yeah, say it.
Your pouty look and your crossed arms, and you were like kind of like,
Yeah, right? So you can tell just from body language, right? Like, I'm not happy, both in my face and in my arms. And I don't know if you noticed too, I was kind of slumped over too. So I was using like my whole shoulders and back to convey that emotion. Good. Okay, let's have Saya go. So think about your emotions, Saya. And then you want me to count down for you?
sure.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, freeze.
Angry.
Ooh,
Angry.
angry, maybe like accusatory.
Accusing Suri. He's accusing Suri.
Annoyed.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what were you trying to portray, Saya?
When she steals my stuff.
What'd you say?
When she steals my stuff.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
When she steals my stuff.
Oh, when she steals your stuff. Yeah. So how does that make you feel?
Annoyed.
Annoyed. Okay, good. Yeah. So it's close to angry, right? Or accusatory. Good. Okay. Suri, do you have an emotion that you're ready to portray? Yeah? Okay. So I'm going to count down for you and then you'll freeze as your emotion. You ready? 3, 2, 1, freeze. Ooh.
She slime.
Yeah, annoyed, angry. I feel like she looks furious.
Suspicious. Suspicious.
Sneaky and suspicious.
Ooh,
Suspicious.
suspicious. That's a good guess. Okay, so Suri, what emotion were you portraying?
Disgusted.
It's a hard one.
What was it?
Disgusted. It was disgusted.
Oh, disgusted. Okay. Yeah. And that's like in the arena, right, of what we were guessing. So that was good. Good. Okay. Rohan, your turn. Okay, so I'll count down for you. You ready? 3, 2, 1, freeze. Yeah, what do we think, Saya and Suri?
Angry, upset, playing a video. Defensive.
Yeah, I feel like he's like a little bit surprised, like taken aback, like, who, me?
Yeah. It
Yeah?
was kind of. I was trying, like, if the police accuses you, like, if you did something wrong and like it's me, like that.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that was really clear too, because I think you did a good job at kind of like moving back and using your hands, and your face was kind of confused. That was really good. Okay. So we worked on portraying emotion just using our bodies. Now I want us to work on portraying emotion just using our voices. Okay. So we're just gonna start first by making sounds. We're not even gonna say words, and then we'll work on saying words. Okay. So we're just gonna go like ooh, ooh, ooh. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's do that noise as if we were confused. You ready? Good. Now let's do it as if we were happy. Ah! Good. Let's do it now as if we were surprised. Good. And let's do it now as if we were sad. Okay. And let's do it now as if we were angry. Good.
Maybe.
Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna use the word spaghetti, okay? So everyone just say spaghetti neutrally.
Spaghetti neutrally.
Yeah, but just say spaghetti without any feeling in it.
Spaghetti.
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 Good. Okay, so I'm gonna throw an emotion at you, and you are gonna say spaghetti using that emotion. You ready? Okay, so Rohan, excited.
Spaghetti.
Ooh, good. Surrey, angry. Ooh, good. Saya, confused.
Spaghetti.
Good. Rohan, happy.
Spaghetti.
Good. Surrey, bored. Good. Saya, annoyed.
Spaghetti.
Good. Rohan, I'm like running out of emotions. Rohan, let's see it as joyful.
Spaghetti.
Good. And oh, goodness. Let's see. Surrey, let's see it as amazed.
Spaghetti.
Ooh, good. Saya, let's see it as appalled.
What does that mean?
Do any of you know what appalled means?
No.
It means like shocked, like in disbelief.
Spaghetti.
Good. Let's see. Rohan, let's see it as apologetic.
Spaghetti.
Good. Surrey, let's see it as brave.
As what?
Brave. Like confident, similar. Ooh, that's good. Very good. Saya, let's see it as uncertain. Good. Rohan, let's see it as upset.
Spaghetti.
Ooh, good. Surrey, let's see it as upset. Ooh, good. And Saya, let's see it as hopeful. Ooh, very good, very good. So you guys did so great with that. That's fun too, right? Because spaghetti doesn't really have anything to do with those emotions, right? But we might be able to tell how someone feels just about spaghetti by the way they say it. Yeah? How do you guys feel about spaghetti?
I love it.
You love it? Yeah, so we might experiment too with different levels of volume, right? So if we're angry, we might be really loud, right? Like we might be like spaghetti. as opposed to, you know, if we're sad, we might say it a little softer, right? Like spaghetti. And I think you guys did such a good job at showing those different variations in those emotions. So very good. Okay, so so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna combine both voice and body. So we're gonna continue with spaghetti, but I want you to show me with your bodies too, each of those emotions. Does that make sense? Okay, so Rohan, can you show me frustrated with both your voice and your body? Okay, so say spaghetti, frustrated, but show me in your body too.
Spaghetti.
Ooh, good. And maybe for frustrated, maybe we're like, ugh, like spaghetti. Like I can't get this math problem right, you know? Good. Okay, so Surrey, let's see it as shy. Ooh, good. And how can you show me even more with your body? How can you show me shy even more? Like maybe you cross your arms or your legs. Normally when we're feeling really shy, right, we make our bodies really small. So think about that too. Okay, Saya, can you show me focused? And say spaghetti as if you're really focused.
Spaghetti.
Good. Rohan, can you show me with both your voice and body, show me grumpy?
I don't have a good one for this.
What does your body look like when you're grumpy?
Spaghetti.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Surrey, why don't you show me with your voice and body disappointed? Ooh, good. That's so good too with your body, how you kind of shifted your weight to one side. I think that's such a good way to show disappointed. It's like very subtle, but very, very good at communicating with your body. Okay, Saya, can you show me determined? Ooh, very good. I love that. The really quick stomping of your foot and your arms. That was excellent. You guys are doing such a good job with this. Okay, so the reason why I wanted us to work on this was because I wanted us to be able to have these tools now when we're working on our monologues. So did each of you have a chance to look through the monologues and find one that you liked?
Yeah, I chose forks. It sounded cool.
What about you, Saya and Surrey? Did you find ones that you liked?
We didn't get to look through them.
Okay, that's okay. We'll work on them right now. So let's have Rohan start. And Rohan, let's have you just read forks to us, just plain reading it so we can hear it aloud.
Your audio's not with anything you guys are saying. All of your screens are paused.
Oh no.
Oh, now it's good.
Are they still paused?
No, they're good now.
Okay, cool. So can you read us forks?
Okay. Yeah. Forks. As a fork, I could probably say we're the superior utensils. I was talking to Spoon the other day and she was all braggy about how they used her for soup and ice cream the other night. That's nothing. I have the ability to stab and poke and spear. Spoon said, "Oh, what about steering?" Well, I could use that too. Yesterday morning, the big lady human used me to stir cream into her coffee. It wasn't just because all the spoons were dirty, like Spoon said. Knives? Well, they generally keep quiet because we know they have anger problems, especially the steak knives. Forks are the friendliest. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Oops! I gotta run. Gotta get used again. Yum! Pancakes.
Very good. Okay, so this question for all of you. So what do we think Rohan's character is feeling in this monologue? Yeah, Saya.
He's feeling proud, but he's also like defensive because like other people are saying that they're better than him.
Yeah, great. Yeah, so defensive I think is a perfect. What'd you say, Rohan?
I thought braggy, like, actually no.
Yeah, I think it's both, right? It's defensive, but also braggy, right? Which happens a lot, right? I mean, if someone is, questioning you and you feel like you're really good at something, you're gonna feel both of those things, right? Like you might feel a little bit defensive, but then you're like, no, I'm great at this thing, right? Good. So let's have you reread it and keep that emotion or those emotions in mind while you're reading it and use those to inform how you read the monologue. Sound good? Let's hear it again. Ready, Rohan?
Yep.
We're ready for you whenever you're ready.
For me? Okay, so I
Yep.
read forks. Okay. As a fork.
Yeah, read it again, but think of those emotions.
Wait, I don't get it. What are you saying?
So think of those emotions that we just discussed. So braggy, but also defensive. So keep those emotions in mind while you're reading.
As a fork, I could probably say that we are superior utensils. I was talking to Spoon the other day and she was all braggy about how they used it for soup and ice cream the other night. That's nothing. I have the ability to stab, poke, and spear, Spoon said. Oh yeah, what about steering? Well, I can use that too. Yesterday morning, the big lady human used me to stir cream into her coffee. And it wasn't just because the spoons were dirty, like the Spoon said. Knives, well, they generally keep quiet because we all know that they have anger problems, especially steak knives. Forks are the friendliest. Everybody knows that. Oops, gotta run. Gotta get used again. Yum, pancakes.
Good. So as you continue working on this monologue, I want you to think about the different points in the monologue where Work is feeling like really braggy, right? So he might say, so he said about how they used her for soup and ice cream the other night, and that's nothing. I have the ability to stab and poke and spear, right? So all those words are capitalized. So we really want to land on those words. And then the next line, Spoon said, oh yeah, what about stirring, right? So you want to make the other utensils seem like they're not as cool as you, right? So like Spoon thinks they're so cool, the knives have anger problems, but you're a fork, so you're just the best utensil out there, right? And then at the end too, right? It's obvious because you're like, oh, I gotta go get used again for some pancakes. Yeah? Okay, very good. Saya and Surrey, who would like to go first? I saw Saya's hand first. Okay, so which one do you want to read, Saya?
First one.
Which one?
First one.
The first one, Bippity Boppity Bam?
Bippity Boppity Bam. Hi, my name is Gertrude, and I'm the daughter of the fairy godmother. Want to know why my name is so bad? Because Mommy was too busy making little old Cinderella's dreams come true to think of a good name. Oh, and does my mommy give me a beautiful dress, a prince to dance with at a ball, or glass slippers? No. All she gives me is a big fat pile of chores. I don't even have manners. Mommy says it skips a generation, so I can't point at my feet and hope to see a pair of glass slippers there. Here, I can show you. Bippity boppity bam. Whoa. There's a pair of glass slippers on my feet. I guess magic doesn't skip a generation after all. Mommy was wrong. It wasn't the first time. It wasn't the first time, that's for sure. I wonder if that Prince Charming guy is still available. If not, there may just have to be a magical interference between the prince and Miss Cinderella. Now, what is his number?
Good. So what emotions might Gertrude be feeling in this monologue?
Mad?
Yeah, mad. Good. Maybe jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah, jealousy of Cinderella.
Proud when she can do magic.
Yeah, so this monologue is interesting because it has a big shift in it, right? So it starts off where she's kind of mad at her mom, she's jealous of Cinderella, but then she does the glass slippers thing and suddenly they're on her feet. So what does she feel then?
Happy and proud and excited.
Yeah, maybe surprised too at first, right? Because she says, whoa, good. So she's feeling a lot of different things, I think, in this monologue. So let's have you read it again, and we will have you, I want you to focus on those feelings of anger and jealousy at the beginning, but then when she does her, here, I'll show you, bippity boppity bam, whoa, I want to see that shift, right, in the emotions, and suddenly now she's surprised, she's happy, she's proud, and then at the end too, right, because she said there's going to be a magical interference between the prince and Miss Cinderella, but then she's a little bit like scheming, right, like, oh, I'm gonna have the prince all for myself, right? Okay, so let's have you read it again and keep all those different emotions at the different points in the monologue in mind, like it. Ready?
Hi, my name is Gertrude, and I'm the daughter of the fairy godmother. Want to know why my name?
No, she's frozen.
Yeah.
Mommy was too busy making old Cinderella's dreams come true to think of a good name for me. Oh, and does Mommy give me a beautiful dress that Prince dance with at a ball or slippers? No. All she gives me is a big fat pile of chores. I don't even have magic. Mommy says it skipped a generation, so I can't point at my feet and hope to see a pair of glass slippers. Here, let me show you. Bippy boppy bam. Whoa. There's a pair of glass slippers on my feet. I guess magic doesn't skip a generation after all. Mommy was wrong, and it wasn't the first time. That's for sure. I wonder if sorry guys, still available. If not, there might have to be a magical interference between Cinderella and the prince. And now, I know number.
Good. Something that you did really well in this was when you said the word mommy, especially in the beginning part, you said it with so much emphasis, which was great. So you were like, mommy says, so you could tell by you saying the name how you felt about that other character, which I thought was really great. And I think there's a nice shift in there too, from the beginning until the end part. I think as you continue to work on this monologue, you can make that shift even bigger. So make those emotions in the beginning part even stronger, and then the switch to the second part even stronger, so they seem very different. Good, very good. Suri, are you ready for your monologue?
What are you doing? Wait, what do you choose for your monologue?
Yeah, which one are you going to do, Suri? Which one? Grass?
Grass. So plain.
Okay. You ready?
Grass. I know you think you know everything about grass, but you don't. I mean, are you aware that there are different types of grasses? My friend bluegrass is a very lush type of grass. And my cousin centipede is a low maintenance
Good.
type. All of us, different kinds of grass, have one problem in common. Do you know what the problem is? Well, I'll tell you. It's thoughtless, selfish. I hate it when giant humans step all over me like they're the boss of everything. They don't have to be around for millions of years. They haven't been around for millions of years like I have. I also hate it when tiny humans sit on us and tear us out of the ground. That decreases our population. One of the hardest things to get through is the cold season when we get sick and turn brown. And it gets even worse. We're super delicate, and when the giant humans stand, walk, or run all over us, we die. And if that wasn't bad enough, we're all, oh no, not another giant human. Run. Oh wait, I forgot we can't run. Hide. Oh wait, I forgot we can't hide. Move out of the way. I forgot we can't move. Let wind come and move us out of the way. It's wind. Oh no, not again. Come back, wind. Help. Well, that was close. Well, at least it's raining.
Good. So what are the emotions that grass is experiencing in this monologue?
Annoyed, afraid.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. I didn't hear that. What did you say?
Afraid.
Can you say it again? I'm sorry.
Annoyed and afraid.
Annoyed and afraid. Yeah, those are great emotions. So yeah, I think at the beginning, yeah, annoyed, I think angry, and then yeah, at the end, right, definitely afraid because grass can't escape the humans, right? So this is another interesting one where the emotions sort of shift, right? And I think in this monologue, it shifts with the, oh no, not another giant human, right? So, so Suri, can you read this for us again and really play up the anger and annoyed at the beginning part, and then at the end when it shifts to the, oh no, not another giant human, I'd like to see it as more afraid. So we're going to show angry and annoyed at first, and then sort of switch into afraid. Does that sound good? All right.
Hey, Mom, it's me, Grass. I know you think you know everything about grass, but you don't. I mean, are you aware that there are different types of grasses? My friend bluegrass is very lush type of grass. My cousin centipede is a low maintenance type of grass. all of us, different kinds of grass, have one big problem in common. Do you know what the problem is? Well, I'll tell you. It's them, thoughtless, selfish humans. When the giant humans step all over me like they're the boss of me. They haven't been around for millions of years like I have. I also hate it when the tiny humans sit on us and look around. That decreases our population. One of the hardest things to get through is a cold season. We all get sick and turn brown. And even worse, we're super delicate. And when the giant humans stand, walk, or run all over us, we die. And if that wasn't bad enough, we're all, oh no, another giant human run. Oh wait, I forgot I can't run. Oh wait, I forgot I can't hide. Move out of the way. Oh wait, I forgot I can't move. Let the winds come and help and move us out of the way. Thank you. Oh no, not again. Come back when help. Ooh, that was close. At least breathing.
Good. So as you continue to work on this monologue, I want you to really think about what it is like to be grass, right? And this idea that, especially at the end, right, when grass is talking about being a little more vulnerable, right? So people sit on them, they get sick and turn brown, the humans stand or walk on us and we die. And then it becomes such an immediate fear, right? Because there's actually a human there. And then really like letting yourself be vulnerable to the wind. So there's those stage directions where it says like gently sways and then closes. It says his eyes, but it can be her eyes. Takes a beat and then opens them. And then at the very end, well, at least it's raining, right? So then take some joy in the rain at the very end too. Like maybe you feel relieved, like, well, at least it's raining, right? So really play with those different emotional levels that are in there. Very good. Okay, so we only have a couple of minutes left. So let's try to play a really quick round of Alien Interpreter before class is over. So let's have Rohan be the alien, and we will have Suri be the interpreter. Okay. And Saya, do you have a question for the alien?
What planet do you come from?
I can't hear you.
What planet do you come from?
Tay. No. Sushi.
I'm the interpreter. You speak in alien.
Yeah. Sushi.
Planet Pluto.
Okay, very good.
The whole time?
Mr. Alien, what does it feel like to be sad?
Cha-cha.
It feels like falling off a planet, which actually happens.
Ooh, good. Let's have Saya be the alien, and Rohan will be the interpreter. And Suri, do you have a question for the alien?
How do I know that you're just an alien? How do I know that you're not a secret spy?
Ooh. How do I know that you're not a secret spy?
Beep, blop, loop, 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 loop.
Because I am a spy.
That doesn't answer my question.
Let's see. Mr. Alien, what should I do in order to pass the time while I'm stuck at home?
Think like loop.
Rohan, what did she say?
That literally.
She spends her wait, what was your question again?
I said, how should I spend my time when I'm stuck at home?
Oh, I know.
I know exactly what we
Secretly,
I don't speak
secretly
alien.
go on a
Tell me.
secretly going on a killing mission, killing everybody in her path. She's a serial
My
killer.
goodness.
Sleep.
That's so violent.
I know, right? Never trust aliens.
Aliens were so violent. Okay, let's have Suri be the alien. And who hasn't been an interpreter yet? Saya, right? Okay. Yeah, so Suri's the alien, Saya's the interpreter. Rohan, what is your question for Suri the alien?
If your interpreter can understand your language, how do I know that she's not an alien too?
What?
Oh, he said, how do I know that the interpreter is not also an alien?
Because she can speak your language.
Blah, blue, blah, blue, blah, blee, blah, blue, blah, blah. Blah. Because since I throw all my furniture out my window like a normal person, I can't be an alien, can I?
Very good. Mr. Alien, can you describe the color blue to me?
Blah, 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 blah. Blue is like peaches fresh out of the tree, and blue is like paper, and blue is like my watch, and blue is like her nose. Blue is like every color except blue.
Very good, very good. Okay, so we only have a couple more minutes left. So the last thing we do in every class is we go around and say something that we liked today or something that we learned today. So let's start with Rohan.
Oh, I learned that Siri's interpreter is an alien.
Okay, very good. Saya, what did you like or learn today?
I like the monologues.
Ooh, nice. Okay. What about you, Suri?
I like the monologues too.
I like the monologues too. Okay, very good. So yeah, so next week we'll continue working on the monologues because you can work on those individually. So it doesn't matter, you know, who else is here. So yeah, so read over your monologues this next week, get more familiar with them so you feel more comfortable saying them. And we'll work on your monologues again next week, and we'll continue with some more activities.
Wait, did we have class last week?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, I think I missed it. What did you do? Wait, did you do Chance and Roscoe?
Just us two.
No, we didn't get to Chance and Roscoe. We worked on the chore list because Saya and Suri were the only ones who were here.
Okay.
So yeah, because if you weren't here this week, I was going to have them work on Chance and Roscoe. But still bring those scripts next week because we can work on those too. We can switch up who's in the different scenes. Does that sound good?
If you go on more, you could press thumbs up, clap, and raise your hand.
Yeah. I think you guys can, right? Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. See, I'm clapping my hands for you guys because you did such a good job today. All right, everybody. Well, have a wonderful rest of your Thursday and have a wonderful weekend. All right, bye.
Bye. Do I just press leave meeting?